My brother replaced my deceased daughter's ashes with the ashes from the fireplace as a joke, and scattered her actual ashes somewhere in an unknown place. I broke down. But I didn't show it. I hired a private investigator, set up cameras, and waited. 6 months later, I aired footage of him drunkenly confessing to his friends. His wife divorced him. His children don't speak to him. The moment he turned my daughter's final remains into a joke, a small part of my heart shattered, and I realized I would never be whole again. But I said nothing. I said nothing except that I gathered myself. It all began behind the camera, but when he played with my daughter's memories this way, I decided he would have to fight his own shadow. The smile on my brother's face, when he said, "What difference does it make? It's just ashes, and anyway your daughter is no longer here." His words still echo in my mind today. The cruelty in them has always been like a thorn shining in my heart. The day I heard those words, I felt like the ground slipped from beneath my feet. And then the moment came when I decided I would not stay silent. A few days later, I hired a private investigator. I began monitoring his every move, every day. I made sure he didn't know I was aware, but I needed to know where and why he was scattering the ashes. Did he want to erase my daughter's true memories this way? What was his goal? These questions burned in my mind, and in response I took another step forward. 6 months later, that moment came, when I saw footage of him drunkenly confessing, humiliated, sitting with his friends. In his drunken stupor, he admitted that he had scattered my daughter's ashes as a joke. His words kept spinning in my mind. He was basically telling them all that he was a cruel man and I had to show everyone his truth. I decided to air the footage. When his wife heard it, she was shaken. Her eyes burned with anger and she immediately left him. His children, who had once loved him dearly, now refused to speak to him. They had realized how far their father had fallen, and there was no room left for him in their hearts. Now, when I sit with my son and have dinner at night and he asks me if he can ever give his life dignity instead of playing such jokes like his brother did, I know that his question is not just a question, but a genuine justification for honoring my daughter's memories. The day I decided to show him his truth became like a new beginning for me. Now I tell my son that sometimes in life, we have to make tough decisions in order to understand ourselves better. That moment, when I aired the footage of his drunken confession, that moment touched my heart and the truth of my life came forward. His wife divorced him and his children don't speak to him. The moment when he treated my daughter's final sign as a joke. He paid the highest price of his life. But I never got angry with him. I only showed him who he really was, and now he is facing the consequences of his actions. Today, when I sit with my son in the morning light and we drink tea together, I feel that life has taught us a lesson. Facing the truth is essential, and never make a joke out of your daughter's honor. After that day, I realized that every person must face the decisions of their past, and one day the consequences will come to light. Somehow, everything had turned into a kind of peace. But one thing will always stay in my mind, and that is the peaceful look in my son's eyes, knowing that today he understands that the truth always comes out, no matter how difficult it may be. If you found this story moving, please don't forget to like and subscribe for more heartfelt stories. Your support means the world to us and helps us continue sharing content that resonates. Thank you for being a part of this journey. Your encouragement truly makes a difference. Stay tuned for more.